Hello and welcome back to She Is Always Right. I'm Sakshi
And I'm Mansi.
and today we're going to talk about
Zodiac signs, the number one parameter we judge anyone and everyone on. And believe me or not, it is a topic that we all always think about people, but we never say it out loud. So today we'll navigate, decode their dating patterns, their friendship behaviors, zodiac behaviors in general.
and you must have seen that either the memes of zodiac signs are relatable or you feel so personally attacked with.
Yes.
We're going to talk all about it. So let's get going.
Yeah. See, I would say people would be lying when they say that, they don't judge a person based on their zodiacs, because my first instinct always go when I meet a new person or start talking to them and they start becoming friends to me, the first question that always pops up in my head is, should I ask them what's their zodiac sign? Because somehow it's wired so that once you know their zodiac, you know their personality and you can navigate through them or decode them. And I feel you're not a person who judges a person on zodiac or your first instinct.
I mean, I do judge them by their zodiac, but only when I get close to people is when I want to know their zodiac sign so that I can have a judgment that if I want to keep them in my life or should I just keep them but with a distance.
Yeah.
Whatever zodiac signs experiences I've had and read about are so accurate till date. Even like my own personality, according to my zodiac signs, it's crazy, but I don't know how it is so real. Is it like scientifically based?
It is scientifically based. Like people would say otherwise, but I feel astronomy and zodiacs are so science based because what time you were born, what kind of degree, and what kind of planet at that point Earth was surrounding and attracting and pulling in have a lot of influence on how you are. So your planet, your ruling planet, will have immense amount of influence on how you behave and how you talk. See, I'm not saying that everybody is same. Like if I'm a Capricorn, the other Capricorn is also going to be a replica copy of me. But you can understand in a room if there are two people who are executing the same kind of patterns and same kind of little bit personality similarness here and there, you understand these two people are like Capricorns or they are like Geminis or whatever. And I have related it to the most. Maybe it can be a very girly thing that
like I've seen a lot of men who are
nowadays
into zodiacs.
But that is happening nowadays. पहले तो यही बोलते ना लड़कियाँ, oh please don't tell me that you judge me on the zodiac sign. Yes, I do because I see a pattern and all. Tell me, how can all Cancerians be so emotional if it is not true? Like not a single Cancer I've met in my life is not like non-emotional person. They always are the ones who will cry the first. If they want to fight, they'll cry. So how can we be so similar? So I feel first-hand experience I have seen patterns.
It is true.
Yeah, and
all the facts that I also read about it, and if like let's say I'm reading about a close friend and zodiac signs, it's pretty much relatable. It really helps a lot in your dating life, though.
Oh yes, like
patterns
you can the patterns. You can pick up on hints. You know what you have to stay away from and what you can what kind of zodiac boys you can indulge in. And I think whatever said and done, people would judge you that judging a person on zodiac. But if it is first hand, if I'm meeting somebody new and I already know if this is their zodiac and this is the kind of pattern they're going to exhibit, I'll be well prepared, right? And I'll be well like, why do waste time? Just get to the zodiac and seal the deal.
That is true.
If you can't spend time with that person. So before starting, I think the basics of it is, I don't know how many of you do actually believe in zodiacs or not, but this episode is going to be like a learner's lessons for you to understand zodiac, as we are also learning about it. I feel the main aspect of zodiac is like there are two major signs.
There are two major signs, which is your sun sign and moon sign. So sun sign is basically how you are externally, and moon sign is basically how you are internally.
So sun sign is basically how is your personality, what you want to portray to the world,
and what you do in your work, what is your lifestyle like, how is your behavior, how are your behavior patterns like, versus moon sign is something like your emotional part, what triggers you the most, how you react to things, and why you think, what you think, how you think is all your moon sign.
That's pretty much the perks of it. But then moving forward, there are 12 different signs in zodiac divided in 4 segments, which are your
Earth. You know what? Let me read it to them so that they know
a clear page on what the zodiac
which signs are what.
But there are some signs, you agree to this, some signs which are like highly popular and people know about them and the patterns, and some signs which are just treated like third degree.
Yeah.
इनके बारे में कोई नहीं पूछता.
Which it's like people who have birthdays on February 28th. 28th or 29th? 29th, no?
29th is the leap year.
Leap year. Yeah, so people who are born on February 29th are treated like that.
Yeah, ये तो कौन ही है?
Yeah.
यहाँ के नहीं वहाँ के नहीं.
Yeah. So, fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Air signs.
I saw that eye roll.
Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
Yeah. So let us just start with introducing our signs to them first, so
Yeah.
that they can also judge us and decode us, like what conversation we're going to get into. My sun sign is Capricorn, and my moon sign is Cancer. But for some reason, I'm highly, highly inclined towards Capricorn personality. Like I feel like I'm 60-70% Capricorn and 20% Cancerian. What about you?
I am an Aries. My sun sign is Aries and my moon sign is Sagittarius. But I feel I'm a lot like Aries when it comes to my outward versus my inner world is very much like Sagittarius traits.
Yeah. And I think you have also taken two very polar opposite signs, sun and moon.
Yeah.
And so is me. Like one is earth and the other one is water. So we clearly have picked like two opposite signs on the spectrum for our sun sign and moon sign. But we'll get into all the signs. We'll dive deep in decoding them and the personality and what kind of common behavior we have seen in them, in our friends who are from that sign. That all will come later. But first question I genuinely want to ask you is, I always feel this, that as a human being, you always attract one kind of sign ke log more in your life. So is there any sign that you attract the most in your life, or are you surrounded by one particular sign that you feel like is always there in your close circle?
There have been a lot of trials and errors with Capricorn. They were always like near me, but now because I don't think so, I'm a very good match with people of that sign. So I just have you as Capricorn. But recently I've attracted a lot of Leos, people who are born in August. Is it from August 1st to?
Yes, August.
The full August month is Leo?
No, 22nd tak.
Oh yeah, so then I have attracted a lot of Leos and and Sagittarius maybe. Sagittarius is what month?
Sagittarius is November.
No, only Leo. I have attracted Leos in my life.
So that's a sudden shift from Capricorns to Leos. Why? What was so bad in Capricorn?
They are very hard to please.
That's true.
They're very hard to please. They are very selfish with what they want, very critical, very rough, rigid with their tone of voice, and not very affirmative. Like you can do the best things for them and they would just be like, yeah,
so
it's nice.
Are hard to please, basically.
Hard to please, and also I don't feel that they are very much in their affirmative era. It's a lot of criticism all the time, but even
I think Capricorn deal better on criticism. Like they have to keep
so because they think that they deal better with criticism, it's not like the world can deal with criticism. And healthy criticism is good, but Capricorn have ways of telling you which is really demeaning and hurtful.
But Capricorns are always on the power positions also. Like they're always the leader kind of people.
Yeah, those are Aries too.
So Avi already started pushing our signs as the better one.
Aries are leaders. They are good with their words. So whom would you want as a leader? A calm leader with affirmative tone and also pushes
That is not
you.
and being Aries. Aries are very different. That's your personality of Aries is also combined with Sagittarius. Aries in general are very fiery. They talk first and they think later. But I don't think so. You're too much Aries at that. You are very mindful of your words and how they come out.
Now I am. Yeah. But before I was fully Aries.
You were Aries actually. I'll tell you what I have noticed.
What?
She was very Aries she was extremely Aries till the time of college. Like you know the spontaneous decisions,
Impulsive.
like the fiery, impulsive things on acting, acting on things, or doing first and then thinking later, that's a very Aries trait which you have exhibited a lot in like college
And with
time.
life experiences,
Then you have
and
gotten into
some failures, I have realized that it's not the way to go.
yeah, I feel like that is when you started coming in touch with your Saji side. The more like calm down, enjoy life, think about
Yeah.
life, be like very in nonchalant kind of behavior that has come
Yeah.
swept into
Yeah,
you
now
from
I
that
just water my own grass.
side. Yeah.
No one else's. So, which are the signs you attract the most?
So I feel I attract a lot of cancers, and that has been case since like
What are their birthdays?
birth. Cancers are from June 23rd to July 22nd. Okay.
I'm not there.
I have Aries. I am going to come to that. Wait. So cancers are from basically June 23rd to July 22nd, if I'm not wrong. And I have plenty of cancers in my life. Like all my close people and the partner that I have attracted is also Cancer and Aries. These two signs, although Aries and Capricorns, if you see on like books, it's a perfect match.
I thought it was the worst match
No,
in the
no, no.
world.
In friendship, a Capricorn and an Aries are like the match.
Is it?
Yeah, because Capricorns are like very much, they judge things before doing them. Like they want to keep themselves very balanced and very thoughtfully taking decisions and stuff. And Aries are very spontaneous. So what Aries brings to a Capricorn's life is the spontaneity. Like, let's just do this.
Oh,
let's just do
yes.
that. And Capricorn, what they bring to Aries' life is a lot of stability. Like, calm down, like center yourself.
Yeah,
feel
because
it's
I do
very-
that to you. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
why are we not going? You just have to sit in one place. Let's just
Yeah.
go do
Yeah.
something.
So I
Take
think
a
these-
trip.
Yeah. So these two signs
Yeah,
balance.
even
each
like
other
the podcast was also one of our spontaneous, which were like you were also thinking and you're very strongly thinking that I have to do it. But then
Yeah.
I'm like, so let's just execute it. That
Exactly.
is.
See, do first and then think. So I
Yeah.
think Aries, that your entire personality of let's just do it. Like, why are we thinking so much?
Yeah.
Balances out my let's think it through. Let's think it through. Let's think it through.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So I feel
Oh,
that's
cool.
how we are a good balance to each other in terms of zodiac.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So now that we have spoken about what we attract the most, for me, which is Cancer and Aries, and for you, it's Capricorn that you don't want to attract anymore. I want to
No.
shift to Sagis and Leos.
Leos are the bestest people.
For Aries, they are. You know what?
They are so kind, so nice, so well spoken.
Yeah, because Leos are also like Aries. They want to be like seen and they present themselves, and they want
Very affirmative.
yeah. Leos are like that. So I think for an
Even in
Aries-
my work life, I've attracted all Leos. Like Gordon is also Leo, one of my closest.
So I feel your pattern is basically you like to attract a lot of Leos in the sense that you match their personality. matches
Yeah, and Leos are also like very easygoing. I don't feel they have ill intentions towards anyone. They
Because
are
Leo can't think beyond themselves. That's why they don't
no,
have
but
any
they are actually. I like one of the traits why I like Leos are. I feel they're very selfless.
They are selfless because they are always thinking about themselves. Like
But that would be selfish.
no. So Leos, from what experience I have about Leos is that, and we can completely disagree.
Yeah.
But I feel like Leos are so, because Aryan is a Leo, my brother is a Leo, and my father is a Leo. Both of
Oh,
them
really?
are so like into their own. Like constantly they're thinking about how to make themselves stand out from the crowd. So how to crack things. Leos are always the center of attraction. They want everybody's attention on them. They don't want to be like, not seen. They
Yeah.
always want to attract the attention, attract people, make people go around them
Yeah.
and speak. So Leos have that trait, and I feel Aries also admire that trait a lot because Aries also have this presentable
Strong
aura.
presence
Yeah.
of aura whenever they enter. any
Yeah,
room.
and that fiery energy. And I feel
Yeah.
Leo is also fire sign, so that's why you guys match so much.
That is true.
And maybe that's why you feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I wanted to ask you, after that we have known that what kind of signs we like, which is the sign that you hate? Like you don't want to have those people. around.
Capricorn.
You hate me.
No, but you are the only exception now. I don't have any other Capricorn friends or
Really?
people in my life.
I'm so sorry Capricorns hurt you.
Yeah.
Bad.
And now also I feel you don't have a lot of traits of Capricorn.
Yeah.
Initially you did, but now you have changed. Like you don't have a lot of rigid traits as Capricorn have. And
Yeah.
then like I've seen so many videos. I've spoken to so many people. Majority of the people cannot stand Capricorn and their attitude.
No, I feel a lot of people like Capricorn.
Which is the sign that you hate the most?
But the sign I hate the most is Gemini and Libras. Because I can't stand somebody undecisive. And Libras are extremely, extremely undecisive. They don't know what they want in life. They don't know what direction they want to go in. And that, I think, my inside Capricorn absolutely
Oh,
hates it. Because they're always peace lover and like balancing things. But they don't know what they want. They just don't know what they want. They're always like, oh, this is good, but this is also good. Do you relate to it?
Yeah, and they are not my friends anymore because of the same energy. I couldn't stand
Yeah.
them. Because
This
they're
is also
always,
good,
and
this
they're
is
also
also
very much in like victimizing mindset.
Always.
Like, oh, मेरे साथ ही हो गया. I feel so bad. My life is
Like
so
all
bad.
Libras are not bad. Libras also are like peace lovers.
Yeah.
And they're very nice. They are people everyone can gel with. Every zodiac
Uh-huh.
sign can gel with Libra. But the problem is they are very indecisive, which just icks me
And
out.
indecisive, and I feel they keep crying a lot on everything.
Yeah. And Gemini, again, I don't like because they can be friends with everyone. And I feel if one person can be friends with everyone, they are
Then
nobody's friends.
you're a friend of no one.
They're no one. They're friends with no one then. So you
Yeah,
can't
what
be
is
friends with everyone.
what is that saying? A friend to all is friend to none.
Exactly. So I feel Gemini and Libra give me that kind of vibe. That's why
Yeah.
I have those people around me, but I can't like absolutely love them.
Chill with them or
Yeah.
have a relationship
Yeah.
beyond just
Yes.
acquaintances.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that we have spoken about our likes and dislikes in zodiac, let's jump to all the zodiac signs and understand them better and what are their patterns and how do the universal so-called agreed
Yeah.
patterns, and let's see how much we agree and disagree on that.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
true. We are gonna talk about the facts of each zodiac signs, positives and negatives of what we feel these zodiac signs have.
Yeah.
So let's start with number one sign, which is Aries.
Yeah, let her
Drum
take pride.
roll.
Yeah. Let her take all the pride in being a Aries. Huh?
Yeah. So, what is a fun fact about Aries?
They are the planners, like they're the spontaneous planners of every group. Like they'll be the first person who will say chalo ye karte hain, chalo wo karte hain, chalo ye plan karte hain. So I absolutely love this fact about them, that they're very spontaneous. They don't think twice. They will just feel and they'll just go with that feeling, and that's such a good thing, like to not be so planned in life and just to be spontaneous. That I really enjoy, because I'm a very planned, like let's see where we can go and let's plan it through and all of that. I genuinely like this thing about Aries, and if I could change, I would have changed that.
They are also known as the action first people.
Yeah.
So we'll take the action first, then we'll decide. We don't put much thought in it.
Yeah.
Aries are like, if they think of something, they will be like, okay, let's execute it.
Yeah.
Without giving it a lot of thought, ki, oh, what might go right, what might go wrong.
But you know what also falls under the same but comes into a negative connotation?
Is the impulsiveness of Aries people.
Yeah.
Impulsiveness, short-tempered.
Yeah.
And I feel
बोल देना और फिर सोचना, मतलब sometimes it also goes into a negative space because you just say what you feel,
Yeah.
but then you understand and you think that, oh, I should have not said this maybe, or I should have not overshared this maybe. So that impulsiveness also puts them into like
Aries
positive
are
and
super
negative both.
impulsive. I agree to that. But I feel in positives, they're also they are very ambitious, hardworking, and honest to their work.
Yeah.
And I've met few other Aries. They are very similar to what my personality is, and I feel they are. If they keep someone close, they keep them close.
Yeah.
There is no middle for them. Either people are too close, either they are not close at all. There are no middle relationships for them where they are just like hi, bye, even casually to chill. There are no
Nahi
such
hoga.
relationships in Aries.
Yeah. If Aries can only tame their mouth and just filter out what comes from
Yeah.
their brain to their mouth, Aries would be the best sign to chill and hang out with.
That is true, but it's also like Aries cannot pretend to like someone who they actually are.
Don't like.
Yeah, they don't want to waste their time. They really want to chill with the people.
Which is again a nice thing. Like whatever you're inside, you're on face. Like there's no filter.
Yeah.
There's no like
Very
balls
honest,
or
very
flares.
honest people,
Yeah.
all areas, and really strong presence in their aura whenever
Yeah.
they enter, be it in friendships, work life. Good leaders, very independent by nature,
Yeah.
and they don't like to be controlled.
Yeah. That's also
They
another
don't like
thing.
to be controlled. Like if let's say, even if it's a small thing, like I like to drink my water from a sipper, and someone is like, no, sometimes it's good to drink from. No, I'm not interested. I'll do
I'll do
whatever
what
I
I want.
want. Yeah. So they run, and it's very easy for them to cut off too, which is my internal trait too. But now I know why it's easy to move on. They are not like Aries will never not waste time and revenge and all that. They will react loudly to whatever has happened to them, and then they'll just move on, cut
But
off
they
and
do
move on.
react loudly.
Yeah, they do react
But it's
loudly.
also nice. It's no like no
Yeah.
restrictions to yourself. Like whatever I feel, and they're just out with it.
Yeah, what do you feel are like the negatives about them?
As I said, they're very they don't think twice before saying things. And sometimes what happens in this, if you don't filter out really well, some things can come out in a way that can hurt the other person. So I think
Yeah.
Aries are what they are inside, so they don't know how to filter things out. So they just say it, and if it hurts, it hurts. And the second thing I think I tolerate about Aries is how quickly they come on conclusions. Like they won't take time to think it through or analyze it. They would just come on the conclusion, and their
Oh.
conclusion is the last for them. Like if in under any situation, if you have made a conclusion on some person, you cannot change it. The second time also you'll meet the person, you will not change it because you're so adamant about the fact that, oh no, I have studied, this is the vibe I've gotten in the first go, this is the vibe it is.
And I don't even want to try after that.
So Aries are like
Okay.
that. So Aries never tries. Once they've given their verdict, it's a verdict.
Okay, in friendship, dating, work, what would you choose Aries in?
I would friendship, 100%.
Friendship? Okay.
I feel because it's
Good
also
friends.
a testimony to our
Yeah.
friendship. It also makes, it only makes sense
Yeah.
if I say
Would
Aries
you
are
would you date
an
an
Aries.
Aries?
I won't be able to, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I would be able to. That's
Yeah,
not the,
Capricorn and Aries are not a good
but I
match.
feel
to
the spontaneous. Again, it comes down to the point. The entire thing of let's just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times would I be able to keep up with a partner who just wants to do things and wants to take me along, because I'm such a let me inform me in advance and then
Yeah.
think and plan and do things accordingly. वो नहीं हो पाएगा. So I think that might cause a lot of disbalance in both of us. But in terms of friendship, it is a nice thing because then your friend is just pushing you to
Yeah.
try new things.
And I feel Aries are very compatible in working.
Yeah.
Too. So
Work 100%.
So we
Work,
have
yes.
work, yes,
Work, yes,
100%.
100%.
Very reliable people.
Very reliable people. Their work also honest. Also,
can
so I
take
like that.
the absolute leadership, can handle
Yeah.
the group projects, take just
Yeah.
all of those things. So I think Aries, what we have come out to as are great friends and great at their work.
Work.
So for every sign, we'll have date, work, relationship options. So Aries are top in working with and being friends with. Relationships also, but
I don't have the same.
okay.
The next thing we're going to discuss is Taurus. And I feel like Taurus has a very dada energy of the group. Like the
Wow.
bada bhaiya energy of the group.
Yeah.
Because Taurus are very reliable.
Yeah.
They're honest people. They're loyal. They take their own sweet time to know people and then, choose them in their lives. And Taurus is somebody that you can rely on, that that with time they won't change. So that is something that I really like about Taurus. But unfortunately in my life, I'm not surrounded with a lot of Taurus to understand
Yeah.
them better, because also one reason that can be is also because they are an earth sign and I'm an earth sign myself. So maybe I'm looking for the opposites in other people, right? And not the same kind of balance, the same kind of
Do you think you
dependency.
guys will, if Capricorn and Taurus came together, they would get bored easily?
100%. I feel both of them have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. I think all three earth signs have a lot in common. Like, their basics, their base traits are a lot similar. Only their aspirational goal or career wise, they're extremely different, but otherwise, they're extremely similar. But Taurus, what I genuinely don't like about Taurus is how possessive they can be in a thing. Like, if they select you, they want you to whole of them. Like their entire world then revolves around them. And I feel like that kind of control, I don't think so can exercise really well with a Capricorn and other signs also. What do you feel?
About Taurus, I
Yeah.
feel they are very emotionally invested in a person if
Yeah.
they start investing themselves. And about work life, if they are also invested in their emotional life, I feel they would be pretty much invested in their work life too.
But I feel they're not so ambitious.
they are not so ambitious. They
Yeah.
will always prioritize their love and
Yeah.
their personal relationships above work. Whereas, like the last time we discussed, would prioritize work above everything. And negative about Taurus would be like they would not be willing to change their patterns.
Yeah.
If something is bothering to the other person,
Yeah.
they are not willing
They're
to change
adamant.
themselves.
Adamant.
Very adamant and over obsessive. They get over obsessive.
Again, comes from the same possessiveness
Yeah.
bahut hoti hai, so they
Very
but that's
obsessive.
them when they select their person. And I feel if you stay so long in a Taurus lives and they choose you through everything, then it also comes to a point that Taurus doesn't want to let you go, because if they invest their time on something, they thoughtfully invest their time. So I think that comes maybe stems from the perspective of possessiveness, that they have willingly chosen to spend their time on you. Now they don't want to let you go, but that also can come like a toxic trait.
Yeah, it could be, but like, of course, they can work on their negatives if Taurus really wants to be, but they would also be great partners because they are so invested in you that they will
Yes.
actually help you grow, be
Yeah.
emotionally there for you and all that. So that's a positive thing.
100%.
But Taurus is, for me, it feels like a
Negligible
sign
sign.
that is like, who is Taurus?
Yeah, because we don't know a lot of Taurus in our lives. I don't think so.
Well, if we get backlash on that, Taurus people, you can prove us wrong.
God, please be friends
Yeah,
with us first.
please
Let
be
us
friends.
Understand you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So,
So, Taurus, do you think you'll date them, work with them, or have a friendship with them?
date them, no. Work with them, also no.
Friendship with them?
Friendship,
Maybe.
50-50. If they are good people, why not? But I'm not very much inclined in three of the aspects with Taurus, neither friendship. Definitely not a relationship, definitely not working.
Yeah.
And friendships.
I think if I have to keep a Taurus in my life, and if I have to keep a Taurus in my life, and I have to keep them in one of these three segments, I would definitely pick them up for friendship.
friendship.
Because and friendship, which is not like best friend like us, like still in like a good subtle sweet
Yeah.
friendship. Like you meet, but you don't meet every day,
Yeah.
and they're not in your life 24/7, but they're there. So I think that kind of people, Taurus, are trustable for that. kind of
Okay. So
Yeah.
we have reached to a conclusion. Taurus for friendships and only friendships.
no, whoever wants to date, please date. Let's.
Yeah. Not dating.
Yeah.
So the next sign, moving on, is our sign Gemini. About Geminis, I feel the positives about them are they're very intelligent people. Very, very intelligent people.
Well aware people.
Well aware. They know what they are talking about.
Yeah, they like to read, they like to know stuff, they are very aware about their surroundings.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, having intelligent people around wouldn't hurt anyone. It would just increase your knowledge. Always good to have Gemini around for that.
Yeah, until and unless they become
What?
Damadol, pal mein shola, pal mein paaka.
Really?
Geminis are very unpredictable. Like they don't have a mood swing. They have a mood playlist. Like they have different kind
Oh.
of settings upgraded in them. Like every 10 minutes you meet a Gemini, he would be on a different page altogether. Like talking about something random or something new.
Mood flips.
They'll flip a lot. Yeah, they're very.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I've heard they're also very lovable and friendly people.
They are very lovable people. I think Gemini is one such sign which can gel with anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you can put them in a setting of kids, you can put them in setting of like extremely elderly people, you can put them in setting of rock lovers, you can put them in a setting of sitcom lovers, and they would gel with everyone. They have anything and everything to talk about with everyone. So I think that is a very interesting trait about Gemini, that they have multiple personality friends.
That is nice about Geminis. One negative trait that I know about them is that they're very inconsistent. Even like, let's say they like someone and they're friends with this new person now. They will spend all their time with them, invest.
Yeah.
But if they get bored, they're like, "Ugh, whatever," and they'll not even say anything about it.
No,
It's like there is a confrontation. Just move on to the next
yeah,
stage.
Gemini doesn't like confrontations. They just want to hop on the next big thing or next good-looking thing.
Wow.
So Gemini's negative trait, as you said, Geminis are the people who don't think twice before jumping the guns. Like they would not wait there for you to explain or them to explain or to try more. They would just go on to the next thing. But also, what I like about Gemini is that they're so multi-personality. Like you can keep them around in every setting around you. Like you can take them to anyone and everyone, and you don't have to think twice. Gemini
Yeah.
can be a very, very good friends to like party with, to go out with, because they are conversation starters. They know how to start a conversation and how to hold on to it. So I think that's a very good thing about Gemini.
Okay. So
Yeah.
not a lot of negatives about Gemini apart from being inconsistent.
They are inconsistency, and in personality wise, it's not as a friend, Gemini would be the best match. Like if you
But
have a
in
Gemini friend, but in a
dating,
relationship,
if you have inconsistency,
yeah, to
that's-
know the patterns, like if your personality keeps changing every time, every other day I'm meeting you, that can be a problem in a relationship unless you find somebody like a Leo or a Scorpio who genuinely loves you.
Yeah,
So I feel that.
that's interesting. So in dating, dating, friendship, and work.
I would keep a Gemini in my corner in friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel if they are such good communicators and have such a bubbly personality, they could really be good in creative
Work.
and communication field.
Work also, yes.
Yeah, where they can sell things to people very
Yeah,
easily.
they'll be good salesperson.
Yeah, and no matter what kind of brand it is, because as you said, if they are good in kids setting, adult setting,
Every setting.
grandmama setting, so it's easier for Gemini
हमारा
to
सबके
talk.
साथ बनता है.
Yeah. So for Gemini for work and friendship, not for dating. Inconsistency beat us.
I think at this point, this episode has become who we want to date.
Who we want to date, who
Just-
wants to be friends
Just
with.
cancel out zodiacs on the basis of other things. Who are the people we can date?
So
And
till now, neither have you said yes to Aries, Taurus, neither Gemini. Oh my god, Aries are dateable people. Dateable.
I feel जिस स्पीड में हम जा रहे हैं ना, हम सारों को रिजेक्ट करने वाले हैं. हमें कोई अच्छा नहीं लग रहा हमारे सिवाय.
Yeah, actually, what the hell? Imagine if I'm just like, no, I only like Aries, so I'm just gonna date
And then I
Aries.
end up, oh no, I only gel with like Capricorns. खुद को date कर लो.
Only, and everyone else is just for friendship and work.
Next.
Well,
Next sign is Cancers. Also my other favorite sign apart from Capricorn.
because Cancer is a very dateable sign for Mansi, because
It
she's
is.
dating a Cancer.
And I feel yes, I'm dating a Cancer. That is also one.
So the perceptions have changed.
Let me just be.
We do not want to be dictators, guys. This is a democracy where we all can have opinions about each other's signs.
Yeah. So Cancers are like and love because half of me is Cancer and full of my partner is a Cancer. Ritika Didi is a Cancer. My favorite sister is a Cancer. So I feel like I have attracted a lot of Cancers in my life. What Cancers do. Cancer as a sign is a very emotional sign because they're governed by moon, and all of us know without a tissue paper they cannot sit for a film which is emotional because
Yeah.
they will cry. They will 100% cry. So Cancers are extremely emotional people. They're very grounded people. They're very emotionally charged people. Their emotional intelligence is extremely high. So they are also very patient. So they can listen to you cry. They can listen to you when you're sharing, your pain with
that's
them or your
true.
struggles with them. They're the best listeners.
They do that.
They're very good listeners. They listen. They also give you good advice. I love Cancers for that. But what I don't like Cancer is also what I love about them. They're so emotional. Like everything has to be on emotions. Like everything, nothing can be taken practically and logically. For Cancers, everything is just either 0 on a level emotions or either 100. Like there's no middle ground to take things just as how they are.
Just how they are.
Yeah, so I feel Cancers are very softy at heart kind of people. Like they're the real golden retriever energy sign. So Cancers are the
Ooh.
baby of a zodiac, I feel.
Yeah, I feel Cancers are very emotionally intelligent people.
Yeah.
very emotionally intelligent, really loved by their family, and family people always will prioritize their family
Yeah.
and needs of their family. And also if they're dating someone, they'll prioritize the emotional needs of the
Needs of the
partner
partner.
first, and
Yeah.
then of course they will obviously take care of everything else too. But they are very emotionally intelligent people. And a good quality, which could also be a bad quality, is like if they focus on something, one particular thing, they will give their 110% to it, and it will work for them.
Yeah.
They will make sure it works for them. But let's say, for instance,
by hook or crook, by they have to, even if they have to like नदियां बहानी पड़े आंसुओं की फिर भी
they are gonna
but
do it.
करेंगे.
Yeah, but what it might impact is, like, let's say if someone who's a Cancerian is focused on work, it's just work, and he has a girlfriend, then it might have a little bit impact on that
Yeah.
relationship, because now he's just focused on work. It's not like he's focused on work all his
Yeah.
life. It's just if there's a particular project, that's the priority, which is a good thing and a bad thing, I
But
feel.
no, but also what I feel about cancers is if they ignore you at some point, like if they are so occupied by their work and they couldn't give you time, like to their partners or their loved ones, they will make sure that whatever left time they have, or if they finish that with once the project is done, then they would overcompensate you with their time. So I think that's how cancer
okay,
balances
sweet
everything, yeah.
Cancer.
Cancers are sweet people, but they can be very emotional. So if someone like who cannot tolerate a lot of emotion or sensitive people, cancer might not be a cup of tea for them, because cancer are extremely sensitive.
Okay, and also one of the negative traits is like they have a lot of mood swings.
Yeah.
You cannot predict. Like one time we are giggling, laughing together, and next switch something will happen, and they're like, "No, I'm not in the mood. Let's
Yeah.
just change the scenario. Let's just go
Yeah.
out somewhere or whatever." So mood swings, and they hold grudges.
Cancer do hold grudges, and a lot of them actually.
Yeah.
They remember everything.
Yeah,
If you
remember,
fight with
guys.
Cancer,
They will remember you, and they will
Yeah,
not
they-
come for you. Remember.
they would remember every excruciating detail of
Yeah.
that fight, and they would.
They might forget, but will not forgive the way you made them feel.
Yeah, that's true. They will. I feel like for
Yeah.
cancers, it is so important.
How you make them feel.
Yes, how you make them feel. So
That is
cancer,
true.
The criteria for
Yeah. Oh,
cancer
now
to-
that because I know her partner very personally, and we spend a lot of time together. So yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so true.
Yeah, so cancers are
Crazy.
like very sensitive with like what kind of words you're using with them, or what you're making them feel, or how you're taunting them. You know, cancers are very emotionally intelligent. They can take any shit coming their way. Like
Yeah.
you can complain to them, you can crib about them to them, and they would be highly accepting of it. Like they would accept it and they would try to. But what is not right with cancers is that sometimes they do go overboard with like, if thing thoda sa bhi agar unko kahin se affect hua hai, so they would 100% make everything else around that emotion. Like if
Yeah.
in an instant, if in like a hurry, if I say something to you which might hurt and can be ignored, cancers will not ignore. They would hold on to it and then they'll feel sad about it until that thing is resolved and talked
Okay.
about. So I feel that cancers ka wo bhi hai ki they hold
Which
grudges.
for me is a good trait.
Yeah.
I would
For
like
me, I
some.
feel for me also it absolutely works.
Yeah.
Like how Aries works for me in the way that, you know, they bring the best spontaneous
And then they are
spontaneity out
not
of
very,
me.
they are very transparent of how they feel.
Yeah,
like,
and cancers I feel bring the best kind of emotion,
Yeah.
emotional.
You don't really need to decode a cancer. It's
Yeah.
very easy with cancer.
Yeah, so that easy way around them is what I
Nice.
really like and attract. So,
So,
what would
Cancerians, friendship,
Yes.
Dating, yes. And work, definitely yes.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to our next sign is Leo. And I feel I'm really close to this sign in my recent years. They are the heart of every party.
Mm-hmm.
They are, what is it called? What do we say? Main character energy
Yes.
in work, family functions,
Anything and
friendships, everywhere. And I feel really good part about Leos is that if you are their person, they will know how to take care of you.
Yeah.
They will not abandon you in any situation.
Yeah.
They will try to understand you emotionally, physically, financially, everything.
Yeah.
And they would not judge you. It's like they are their people's person. If they think,
Yes.
oh, this person is mine, they will go above and beyond to take care of them.
Yeah.
Whereas negative thing can be that they are very dominant, and then even if there is a little bit of suggestion here and there, they would take it as control
Yeah.
because they don't like to be controlled. So their perseverance of control versus someone genuinely asking them certain things has to be right.
Like they want everyone to look at them, talk to them, talk about them, you know. And Leos absolutely hate to be in a corner of room or not to be spoken about or be ignored. Like it is absolute ick for an Leo if they walk into a room and nobody talks about them. I think Leo would just go out of that party. And being ruled by the sun sign, it is they consider themselves like the center of everything.
Yeah.
Like everything has to revolve around them. What I
Yeah.
absolutely love about Leo is the kind of personality and radiance they have. Like if a Leo walks in the room, you know it's a Leo, right? If they are flourishing in their sign and energy, you will instantly know that it's a Leo. Leo wants to be at the top, but they don't want to like to put other people down. So
Yeah.
in the pursuit of being on the top, they are not defaming other people or trying to push them down. They just want to be little different from everybody else,
Yeah.
which is I like, which I
Could be
enjoy
great
about.
leaders, could be very famous artists, could
No, I
be
feel Leos can be an absolute best profession for Leos would be anything to do with camera, celebrities, or
Yeah.
anything to do with fame because they absolutely enjoy it. But I don't feel Leos are the best.
but they are also great entrepreneurs and
If they're working
friends.
solo. If
yeah,
they're
if
working
they're
solo.
working solo. I like Leo people.
Yeah. Leos are good sign. Leos are
Yeah.
like a fun sign.
Yeah.
But would you date a Leo?
Yes, because Leo is very family oriented. They know how
Yeah.
to take care of their people. So if I'm dating
alpha.
very alpha, I'm dating a Leo, I know I'm being taken care of the way I want. And then
Yeah.
they are not also, they have this thing of they're not very controlling. They let their
Yeah.
partner be.
Yes.
So number one sign to date would be a Leo for me.
you?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
But like I've not met anyone to date around that sign. Let's see. But they have good traits to date.
The kind of traits you want in a
I
person.
think work and dating for me is number one with Leo.
I can't
Friendship, of course. Like I love Leo in all three aspects: friendship, work, and
date.
yeah. I don't know if it's got to do with the Aries or Saggy in me, but I like Leo people.
And I think it has got to do with the Capricorn in me that can't really, because it's a very popular saying. I'm not saying it. Internet says it that Leo wants to be the leader of the group on the face of it, but actually is a Capricorn.
Oh,
It's always a Capricorn, but they don't want to be abrupt on everyone's face. So they're always hidden behind. But Leo wants that, so Leo takes that attention. So
okay.
Leo and Capricorn, there's always this turmoil on who will take the top position.
Ooh.
So that's-
But I don't like Capricorn, so means Leo are better than you.
That's in your opinion, maybe. If that's the
It's
case,
a
then I'm
joke.
walking off this podcast.
It's a joke, relax, drama.
But Leos, I would date. I can date a Leo, but then I know there would be a lot of power dynamic clashes. I would not. I can date a Leo, but that's a maybe. I would be friends with Leo. Yes. Would I have a Leo in my workplace? No.
No?
I think there would be a lot of power dynamic.
All the Leos that I work with are in my workplace, so I like them.
That
I
works
love-
with Aries,
yeah.
no? Because they both are fire signs, no?
Yeah,
Leo and Aries.
yeah, I like them.
Next sign is my fellow sister Earth sign, but also a sign that I like to call father of all the zodiac is Virgo.
Okay.
Because Virgo are the kind of people which are most reliable, they're most loyal, they're most detail oriented, they're most planned and disciplined. Like they like to do everything and think everything in advance and plan it accordingly. They work in a flow state. Absolutely love that about a Virgo, which is also a major earth sign that you're stable and that you're very grounded, sort of. But what I don't enjoy about Virgo is that they're too perfectionist. Like they go to every minute detail of things, and I think so much control over every factor of your life is not, in retrospect, in a bigger picture, is not such a great wise thing to have. So I think that is something that bothers me about Virgos. Otherwise, Virgos can be the sign.
Ah.
Yeah. What do you
Oh.
feel about Virgos?
I feel they are great and ambitious workers.
Yeah.
if you want to work with a Virgo, you can, and you can absolutely rely on them. They are absolutely reliable, but they cannot be leaders because they are prone to anxiety.
Yeah, too much control.
Yeah, they're not team workers.
Yeah.
They are solo workers. So if you have to lead a team, you cannot be anxiety driven, like constantly anxiety prone, or overthinks about everything, and like they really like things in their control, which
Because
is
that also
not.
stresses the team out.
Yeah,
If
that
you are
stresses
stressing
the
on that
team out,
position.
and no leader can do that to their team.
Yeah.
So but he would be a great team asset and a resource to have.
100%. If Leo's,
Yeah.
if Leo's, I'm saying, if Virgos are in your corner and as a person that you assign the work to, no matter what happens, even if earthquake comes,
Yeah.
Virgos will be present with their final work,
100%.
what you've been assigned.
Very disciplined, very detail oriented.
Yeah.
They would not be a bad sign to date to if the
They'd be
anxiety
amazing sign to
is
date,
not
Virgos.
coming on the partner.
But Virgos का वही problem है ना, they won't ever let their emotions affect anybody else. Virgos,
Oh.
whatever they feel is to themselves. So even if they stress out a lot, it will be in them. They will not go out and share it on you or
Well,
match it
I
with
would
somebody
want
else.
my partner to share.
No,
such
they would
things.
share, but I'm saying they would not lay the burden on somebody else. Because
that
they're
is
very
nice.
so self-independent. They think it through. The Virgo का ना इतना emotional होना is a problem for themselves only. Like इतना perfectionist होना Virgo के लिए खुद problem है, क्योंकि वो किसी और पे नहीं निकालते हैं ये. वो खुद में ही कटते रहते हैं, वो खुद में ही तलसते रहते हैं अंदर ही अंदर कि ये ठीक नहीं हुआ, ये और अच्छा हो सकता था, ये
Oh,
better हो सकता था.
self-critical.
Self-critical बहुत है, so it never comes rubs off to other people around them. They would never disturb their people around them.
Yeah.
Peace नहीं disturb करेंगे, but they are so disturbed in themselves that then they're half present with the other person, which can become a problem in dating. But I feel if for marriages, there's nothing like a Virgo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would keep them as my number one in the dating. If
Yeah.
this is what I know about them.
Virgos.
Yeah, I don't know any Virgo though.
No,
But-
I have Virgos.
But if they have traits like that, then absolutely a big yes to dating life.
Yeah, I think Virgos
a big yes to working life. Friendships, maybe not.
No, friendships Virgos are too.
Maybe not. Dating life and work
Yeah.
life, like I can have them as my team.
I feel same. I would love to date a Virgo if I had any, but I never had that kind of experience in terms of Virgos.
Dating with Virgos.
But I would love to have them if I am like working in work setups and corporate work settings and stuff, because Virgos are very reliable, which is a good quality.
Yeah. Okay. So Virgo is a positive.
Yes. Verdict pass.
Pass for Virgo.
Look at us knowing only 10% of zodiacs and astrology and sitting here like proclaimed babas.
Astrologer, tarot card readers. Next sign is Libra. What do we have to say about Libra? I feel Libras are very romantic in nature. They are balance seekers. They have a lot of calmness in them.
Yeah.
And they are very dedicated to their lovers.
Yeah. All of that if they decide on a lover.
Oh, are they indecisive?
That's the problem. They're very indecisive. Libras are very indecisive. They don't know what they want, when they want, what time they want, and how they want. So Libra's the only problem is everything on the books is perfect. Like wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
But when it comes to practical choices and implementing them, there is where Libra lacks. So Libra, in terms of being a good friend, being a good supporter, being loyal, all of that is perfect. Like being romantic, going extra mile to make your partner feel loved. Everything of them is right if they decide to have a partner, or if they decide that this is the person I want to keep for life. They're very
That is
indecisive. This is where the problem comes. If
They are definitely not great workers, and neither are they ambitious. All the Libras that I know, not very ambitious people.
not very ambitious people, because
Very
they like
fluctuating. Cannot decide on what to do in one particular area.
Yes, I feel like Libras are someone who also wants to keep trying with life, like different things. They want to experience different things. Libra can flow from one state to another. Like, they can try this and the next moment they can try
Tranquil.
this. Yeah, so I feel Libras are like that. They're very easy flowing and easy going, and they want to try everything. Curious लोग होते हैं. But what holds back Libra is the kind of indecisiveness they have that which much spoken about, but also the fact that they don't want to get into any situation where they have to explain themselves or they hold accountable. Like if a Libra if there's a fight going on and if a Libra is asked to like give their verdict or their answer, they would be so diplomatic about it because they want to be balanced on both the sides. So they cannot pick ever a side. They love justice, but they would be like in between, hanging like the tarazu.
Yeah.
Which one to pick, they don't know. So I think that
But
is,
that might also hamper their work life and their relationship life.
yes, it does.
100%.
I think it does in terms of relation life. To 100% it does, because if you can't give that assurance and then surety, if you yourself don't have that assurance and surety, how will you give it to other people? But Libras are the best to keep in terms of friendship because they are new. They come from neutral perspective. They don't judge you. They always like to have peaceful relationships, harmony with relationships. All of that for friendship just ticks off like any aap band karke you can.
That's what I was about to say.
So Libras as friends is extremely, extremely good. Like if you have a friend as a Libra, good. Nothing gets better than that. But
Yeah.
what do you feel? Would you select a Libra in like dating, love?
I don't think so. I can select an indecisive person and dating neither work.
Yeah.
Friendships, sure, because friendship you can like choose when to actually commit to it, when to not. So
Yeah.
it's not a big burden. But Libras, I also feel are people who can victimize themselves a lot because the story is like a never-ending story.
Yeah.
If something wrong happens to Libras,
They will not confront.
it's a rant and it's a never-ending story, and it's like, oh, मेरे साथ ये हो गया, मेरे साथ. I'm like, okay, get over it. You know, like,
Libras have a problem. getting
grow
over
up,
things.
get over it. Like, what is this constant victimizing yourself? So, specifically, my energy does not gel with Libra. Even like, say, for friendships, I don't think I'll keep them. I will not keep them for work.
I think you said that you don't
yeah.
like Libras in general. So
I've had Libra experiences, and they are all very much like Rotlu kind
even
of.
I said I cannot have
Rotlu
Libras.
kind of people, very victimizing. Like, sure, emotional, lovey-dovey people, great, but each and every other sign is having that kind of element that we are reviewing. So I can rather choose from the others. And Libras for me is a big red flag in.
Yeah. As I said before, I don't like Libra so much because I have had a company of few, and what I understood
God.
is they ick the
Look at
hell
us
out of-
having the same experiences with Libras.
Yeah, I feel like what really bothers me with the Libra is again it comes down everything to like they cannot decide, and that frustrates me out. So that's the only reason why I can't keep a Libra around. Otherwise, Libras are like I can gel with them, and for like small acquaintance meetings and stuff, I can have a good time with Libras, but not for a long term commitments and anything to do with like long term friendship or long term relationship. No.
Okay, so Libras is a no for us.
Scorpios. So I have had some very tight relationship with Scorpios and some not so tight relationship with Scorpios. Scorpios have never been able to make a mind on them. Like I'm either like fully in for them or either I'm fully out for them. So some people I have had experiences with. One of my ex-roommate was a Scorpio. So she has known my my low points, my high points, going through the entire phase kind of points. So I was very easily able to share it with her. But then on the other hand, I also have experience with people where I couldn't know if I can trust them at all to tell them even the slightest of things. So I think Scorpio, if you find the right Scorpio, then it is great. Otherwise, Scorpios can be extreme for you. Like because Scorpios only operate on extreme levels, like extreme hate, extreme love, extreme friendship, extreme, dushmani. So I think Scorpios are extreme kind of people. So if any वो एकदम toxic और एकदम deeply and madly in love वाला जो concept आता है ना कि you're deeply and madly in love, that can be Scorpios, like extremely mad in love or extremely heartless. Like I don't care about this person, I don't want to see their face. And Scorpios are extremely mysterious. They're very secretive. The most secretive of all signs. Like they will open their heart out to you, but somehow they will still keep everything shut. So I feel like that's a very intriguing trait about Scorpio, and that's why most serial killers are either Sagittarius or a Scorpio also.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
world.
I know that
it's a
about.
study. Because
I know
they can
that.
keep secrets really well. So
Yeah. I feel, but they are the good quality is that they are very intuitive, and whatever
Yes.
they feel is actually true. They have a strong gut feeling.
Yes.
Yeah, and they are. That's what the other point was. They are in extremes. If you have good relationship with them, you have a bonus point with Scorpios. But if you have it bad with them, then it's
God helps you.
then God helps
Because
you.
they can take revenge. Scorpio
Yeah.
are very prone to take revenge.
Yeah.
If you hurt a Scorpio in a bad way, if you fall on their wrong side, Scorpio will make sure that your life falls on the wrong side.
Oh, they'll watch your downfall.
Yes, and if you have done right with the Scorpio, Scorpio will do everything in their
Yeah.
capacity to make things better and right.
That is true, but even if they are like so attached to someone, they have good intentions, they have an anxious attachment style.
Yes.
Which means they constantly want to know that what their partner is doing,
Yeah,
constantly want to
protectiveness
stay
again.
updated.
Yeah.
Even if a slightest bit of energy change in their partner's behavior, they'll be like, oh my god, what is like they want to figure it out at that point itself. And for a lot of people, it's not really a very appealing thing
Yeah.
to be in a relationship with, because even
I
if
feel
you
there
know.
are segments of people, like some people really crave for that kind of attention and attachment, like you should live and die for me kind of attachment.
Yeah.
That only Scorpio can provide you. So for some people it's the best kind of love, and for some people it might sound like too controlling. For example, for an Aries, I feel a Scorpio
I
would
would
be
be
extremely controlling.
yeah,
and Aries cannot survive with
Yeah,
Scorpio because they're very
100%.
spontaneous. On other hand, Scorpio wants to know everything about you.
Yeah, 100% very secretive. Like, no matter even if like with Scorpios, what I've noticed is they are doing all the things right.
Yeah.
They have not done anything to even like an action to tell me that, oh, this is wrong. But for some reason in my gut, I feel they are very cunning people.
Yeah, but I feel like Scorpios का ना problem ये है कि बेचारे उनका perception इतना खराब हो गया है ना zodiacs में, that the most wrong and mistaken sign is Scorpio. Like everybody will, ever you ask anybody like which is the sign you will not trust, they would straight go to Scorpios, because Scorpios keep their secrets to themselves. But that is also a sad part, because they are people who like to keep things to themselves. They are not an open book for everyone, and that is where they are mistaken the most, because they don't share and open up a lot. People think that they always have ill intentions, but that's not the case. Scorpios are so consumed by their own energy that they hardly have any time to like think about other people and like bitch about them and stuff. But still, they're very
Okay.
yeah.
So for dating, friendship, and work.
See, if I would have been in my early 20s, I would love to date a Scorpio, because that kind of just pull hard love only a Scorpio can give. But I feel with time and age, I've understood that it is better to keep a Scorpio in your workspace. Like I feel like they would, keep their personal business to themselves, and they would keep work separate.
Yeah.
And they would give their whole and soul to the work. So there's no kind of katauti ya हिचकिचाहट नहीं रखते वो किसी काम में. So I feel that is extremely good. Like they would go all in work. But in 20s I might have dated them, but now given the kind of person I've become, and with time also, I feel Scorpio kind of love is not something that I'm seeking.
Yeah. Even like I feel, in fact, for me also, it's the same thing. I would not seek that kind of love even in my early 20s only. It was like,
You can't match up with
Yeah,
Scorpio.
yeah.
That's a known fact.
Yeah,
Aries and
for
Scorpios.
even in work, the kind of person I am, I also treat my work people like my family, because I'm working with them 8 to 9 hours a day, which is more time than I'm spending with someone who's from my family or friend.
Yeah.
So I like to keep my work very close to me, and the people also very close to me. But this sign I cannot trust, because I just feel they are cunning. So in work also, I don't want to bring that much
Understood.
tension. So Saji for me is not Saji. Scorpio for me is
No.
for dating, for work, for
No, I'll be
friendship.
okay with like working with them and dating them.
Okay. So next sign is our favorite sign, Saji, because it's my moon sign. Sagittarius.
On your own, have given the verdict that
But it's a lot to do with internal. Okay, my external is very Aries. So Saji in internal quotient would be also like my favorite because they are adventurous seekers. They love their freedom. They like to spend quality time with themselves, their loved ones.
Yeah.
They are very honest people, very simple people.
Yeah.
What they feel is on their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, not very complicated to understand. Great to be friends with. Great
Yeah.
to date someone who's a Saji if it's called in an internal perspective.
Yeah.
But from an outside perspective, they could be bol bachchan types of people that bas hawa mein baatein kar rahe hain and then actually not
Nothing comes
execute
into
nothing.
actions.
It's just like कि बस चल रहा है they'll have a bicycle and they will be
बस
like
चल
I
रहा
have
है.
a Mercedes kind of people.
Yeah, I think very aptly Sajis live there in their own bubble, in their own world. Like Sajis have their own set of opinions, their own set of experiences they want to have. They want to travel around. They want to experience everything. Constant adventure, constant stimulation. कुछ कराते रहो Saji से, कुछ नया try कराते रहो. But what I absolutely love about them is this thing that they prioritize themselves and their feelings at the most. Like at the top, all they think about is how I want to feel, what I want to do next, what I
Yeah.
want to experience. But what I don't like about Saji is that they live so much in their world that they're not aware of the people around them. They never take care of the people around them. They're not considerate about what other people's want around them. They seek their solace, their peace so much that they ignore the other people's need and wants.
It's for like themselves.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Even if like they distance themselves, I've heard that they distance themselves because they want to find themselves and they want to take care of themselves. But they will not even bother explaining
Yeah.
to other people why they are distancing.
Why they left or why they had
And
such
yeah, at
avoidance.
least give some reassurance that it's not because of this reason.
So
but
in a
yeah.
relationship, if I have a Saji, I am not sure if the Saji
Yeah.
after like 2 months or 2 years might leave me and just go to find himself
Yeah.
somewhere and might not even tell me why he's gone.
Yeah.
So I feel that kind of commitment gap is what would bother Saji
Yeah.
in a relationship. But as friends, Sajis are extremely good because they love seeking adventure and experiences. So they'll also take you around and make sure that you have the best experience of any place. Like Saji always has the best spots to go to, best cafes to experience, best
Ooh,
things to
yeah.
experience. So all of that list is completely prepared in a Saji's book. But what is not prepared is commitment, long-term relationships,
Yeah.
and how to stick to one thing. So I think
Okay.
Sajis really lack that. in
How to
the-
stick to one thing.
Yes. they
Even in
cannot-
work?
Yeah. So
Okay.
they cannot. Sajis are like the free hippie one.
Okay, so I choose Sajis for only friendship. Only friendship.
I would choose a Saji for friendship. Yes.
Sajis for friendship, you guys.
Yeah.
Coming to our next sign, Missy. I guess it's your favorite sign.
I think it is universally favorite.
Universally hated sign.
No, it's not hated. It's not the most hated sign like how you have made it. Don't say it from your perspective.
No. I have watched
No,
a
you
lot
have
of
watched only 4
videos.
Capricorns in your life and you have
No,
given them
I've
the
experienced Capricorns and I've also experienced a lot of people from different countries also talking about Capricorns like that. But let's us at least introduce the next
Yeah.
sign is Mansi's sign, Capricorn.
It's a Capricorn sign.
Mm-hmm.
Capricorns. Capricorns, I feel, are very, very loyal, strong, workaholic people, as it is stereotyped in every possible way. Ki Capricorns only operates on money and
Yeah.
operates on work. But that's a true thing. I think anything that can keep a Capricorn stable and like sane is their work. Like anything will fall apart in their life. What will they go back to is work. Like they will start working. They will start कि ओ ये शुरू कर देते हैं, ये start कर देते हैं. For them, the escape is that. And I feel what Capricorn really lack is work-life balance. Like how to balance the other things. How to be emotionally more vulnerable and more open. Capricorns do keep a lot of things to themselves. They don't trust anyone and everyone very easily. They have their huge asses wall up, and it takes time for people
Yeah.
to climb up the walls and reach to them. Once they reach, then there's no partner like a Capricorn. Like then they are completely naked in front of you. But if you can't reach to that stage, then they would not entertain you so much. Like and Capricorns, there's no if and buts. If they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. It's on straight on their faces. That's how Capricorn operates.
Yeah, I think their positives are that they really take care of their work on priority, which is a good thing. If your escape is work, why not?
Yeah.
You and money always revolves around them, and they are very disciplined. They don't like to change their lifestyle that
Yes,
much.
that's a problem.
Like even if there is a adventurous trip and it's very exotic, even like you are a Capricorn, it's so hard for me to convince you. Like, oh my God, there's this trip. Would you want to go? And you'll be like, yeah. And it just never happens
Yeah.
because they don't like change that much.
Yeah.
Negatives about them is like they can really work much more harder on the way they speak because they are very critical thinkers.
Yes.
And it comes out as they are very critical speakers too, which
Yeah.
might push away a lot of genuine people who are meant for them, like other signs who go well with Capricorn can balance them out.
Yeah.
I feel because the harsh tonality and communication could really hurt the other sign so much, which
Yeah.
Capricorn doesn't realize because for them they don't take it in that way.
Yeah.
So
them
and it's
practical and
very
logical.
human. If you are not taking that when someone's getting hurt, you are thinking why are they getting hurt so much from something which
Yeah.
I am helping them out.
So the
with.
point is, Capricorn are the people who take the best criticism. Like if you criticize a Capricorn,
Yeah.
they might not look like they would have accepted it, but in
They
the back
take
of
it
their
well.
head, they take it and they work on it, and they would come back better.
Yeah.
But for Capricorn, criticism is any other. It's like any other language. So they very easily criticize people, and they feel like
Yeah.
people should learn from that criticism. They don't understand that criticism can hurt people and rub off people in a very wrong way
Yeah.
if not said properly. But for that's also the reason why so many people are Capricorn, and like leader people are Capricorns, because they're best at not sugarcoating anything. So they do present how it is, and that's why
They are
lot of leaders
very disciplined as well.
Very
But
disciplined.
what can become a problem in relationship is they don't really like to show their emotional side and vulnerable side, which might look very glamorous by saying it, but it is not very glamorous when you're in a
Yeah.
relationship with someone or even in a friendship with someone, because when you're pouring emotions is something that you can pour in relationship and friendship very much so equally.
Yeah.
Right. So if I'm not getting the same amount of energy back, then it might hamper my emotional state, that even if they are not saying it, so they really need to push hard to vocalize it.
Yes.
Sometimes because they might lose really special connections just on the assumption of the other person thinking that
which
why are they.
happens with Capricorn.
Yeah.
They are misunderstood and they're mistaken also, because they don't like to say everything what they feel. Like they don't vocalize everything they feel, and sometimes in this entire process you miss on people who are waiting to listen
Yeah.
to what you want to say or listen to your opinions on the situation. But I feel it takes time for a Capricorn to open up in general. Like for a Capricorn, you cannot understand a Capri person in the first goes. Like you need to spend time with them. You need to understand what triggers them, what doesn't trigger them. You need to understand the language of love. Like they might say the harshest of thing, but there might be some very good intentions behind it. But for that to decode, a person has to be very like emotionally assured and stable with that person. Otherwise, it also can go absolutely in the wrong direction on the phase that they have nothing good to say, they're only criticizing. So I think that is what Capricorn lack.
Definitely. If you go far up with them, like you're Capricorn, now you're my friend, now I can say, like, if they are your friends, you can count on them.
Yes, the best thing about Capricorn is they are the best friends.
But you really need to put in that much amount of effort with Capricorn, which can only happen in your early 20s. If in later 20s you're trying to connect with a Capricorn, no one is gonna put that kind of effort for you to open up.
Yeah,
this,
that is also there.
So if you
But I
find a
feel-
Capricorn in your early 20s, I feel your luck has worked in your favor. And if you really work that relationship out.
Yeah. What would you choose, a Capricorn? And given that whatever you have said about them, you would choose them in nothing, but still dating, friendship, or
friendship, because I personally feel that my luck has worked with you on Capricorn level, but I really don't have did never have good experiences with people of that sign, so I don't think so I'll be friends with them. Neither relationship is a big no-no for me, because the love language that I need, definitely a Capricorn is not going to give me that, and that's not the person for me. And in work life, 100% yes, if he is someone I am leading, but if that's someone who's leading me, then no.
Okay.
Because I need a different kind of boss to lead me. But if I'm leading that person, I know that I'm going to get the best and exceptional work out of this person.
That's true. I think I would love to work with a Capricorn because I have worked in Capricorn in my previous industries with fellow Capricorns, and I feel like I was the most seen with when I was with them. So work-wise, absolutely yes, because they're a workaholic,
Yeah.
they're best at what they do. I feel, and in dating, I cannot date a fellow Capricorn because I am a person who's already a Capricorn and I'm very strong-headed and I keep my emotions guarded. So I need somebody who can make me open up my emotions. So that's why I won't be able to date a Capricorn for sure, because two same boats cannot sail in the same water.
Yeah.
And I feel friendship-wise, I would love to keep a Capricorn, but I have never came across a Capricorn. But I have actually. No, I feel in friendship also I can keep a Capricorn because
Okay.
I would be able to
Understand them better.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, moving on. We only have last two signs left. Next sign is Aquarius, and one thing that I've heard about Aquarius are they get connected intellectually first and then emotionally, because
Yeah.
they're very intellect people.
Yes.
And very emotionally detached people.
Yeah. They believe in so much of reality of things, and they have such firm believers of whatever you come across, read about it, understand it, or keep researching about it. So Aquarius are very intellect, they're very creative, they're very out of the box thinkers. Like all 11 signs would be one side, and Aquarius would think absolutely something
They could
different.
be really good in their art.
Yes,
creative.
there are a lot of people Aquarius in art. So any
Yeah.
painters,
Oh.
singers, artists, all of these, multiple of them like are Aquarius because they always think like different from the world. Like their paths are
Yeah.
extremely different. Aquarius are hardworking people. Whatever they research with full heart. Whatever they are passionate about, they would pursue it to the core. Like with highs and lows, ups and downs, whatever comes in their way, they would follow their passion till the end. What I don't like about Aquarius is they are too much in their own world.
Yeah.
Like Sagittarius is in their world in terms of experience and how they want to feel. Aquarius is in their world because they have formed their own world inside.
Yeah, because but creative people I feel tend to be like that.
Yes.
They are detached from the world. That's why the best version of their thinking and thoughts come out in their art as an art form. But like keeping someone like on a dating life with an Aquarius, that wouldn't be my
because their
thing.
topics and the conversations are only very different. So they don't have
Yeah.
anything in common. to
Only an
say.
artistic person can relate to them, or
They have very extreme
intellectual
conversations.
people, and constantly I don't need someone who's intellectual. I need a guy who's like funny and right, make me laugh,
Yes.
easygoing, right? So yeah, I feel Aquarius for friendships, yes, because I'm a creative person myself, so I would love to have art conversations with them, but I cannot be their friend. I could be their art acquaintance, sort of,
Yeah.
just my art friend or someone who I create stuff with, artistic. Work, sure, yes, why not? If I have something related to the out of the box creative campaign or art things, 100%. Dating, no.
So
No.
dating for me also, I would actually love to date an Aquarius to know what kind of like research and what kind of world they live in, because it also intrigues me a lot.
Because
Like,
you
this is a very
like intellectual
Yes.
talks as
That's
well.
maybe me, my real self inclining
Yeah.
towards that, because I genuinely seek intellect talks or talks that are out of the box about anything and everything under the sun and moon. So I absolutely adore that trait of Aquarius, that they're so well aware and well read. As a friend, I don't think so I would be able to have an Aquarius, because they are constantly in their own world. They don't have any, space or time to invest in you and in
Yeah.
friendship. So I think that is where I can't have
Yeah.
them in my corner. And I feel I also I can work with Aquarius 100%, because I am being an actor, I am surrounded with a lot of artistic people and a lot of them are Aquarius. So I've always had a very good working space with Aquarius. So I would
Okay.
absolutely date them and work with them.
Okay, cool. I love that.
Yeah.
So Aquarius for dating, no. Or yes, maybe a 50-50 chance on how
I
intellectual.
really don't think the audience
I think-
cares about our verdicts on
But
who we
I'm
want
gonna give.
to
But I'm
date.
gonna give them because this is our podcast. Okay.
ये मेरी दुनिया है.
Yeah.
मेरी चलेगी.
So dating 50-50. Friendship also 50-50. And what was our other thing?
Work.
Work could be 100 too.
Pisces, the dreamer sign. Huh? So Pisces, I feel the apt explanation for a Pisces would be they are always in a dream.
Yeah.
They keep with eyes open. Pisces keep on dreaming about a world which is far. from them. Like they don't want to live in reality. They're
Delusional.
always delusional.
Delusional is the word.
Delulu max is Pisces.
Delulu.
If one sign you have to label as Delulu is Pisces, because they keep on like imagining things, keep on imagining worlds,
Yeah.
people. They're constantly in their dream world. So Pisces are very like far flowy signs. Like their minds just keep on.
But do you know
wandering
fact
and everything.
about that? They are the highest substance abuse people are from this sign.
Pisces.
Yeah.
Because they don't like to stay in reality. There is something which is always calling them beyond the reality. So they feel like being in reality is stuck. So they always keep on dreaming about things which are not real, which are not there available. But what I really like about Pisces is they again very unconventional, very free in their own ways. They don't like to be restricted with societal
Yeah.
norms. So you'll always find a Pisces rebelling around things, and you'll always find a Pisces explaining their things on their own terms. Pisces are very intuitive again. They're supremely good with intuitions and gut. So their intuitions are extremely nice because they keep on living in the other end so much. Maybe that energy
Yeah.
just rubs off. But what I don't like about Pisces is they're this lost kind of behavior that they're never going to be there in reality with you.
Yeah. So no one is going to take you seriously in work, relationship, or life.
No. People do take them seriously in work because they can be great actors. So because
Oh.
acting revolves
Artistic people.
Alia Bhatt is a Pisces. So
Ooh.
anything like to do with like imagining things or imagining
Oh
emotions.
yeah, and Alia Bhatt also suffers from ADHD. That makes so much sense.
Because they keep on like from here to there. So Pisces have that tendency. What I don't like about Pisces, as I said, they're always lost. So they won't be there with you in the real world. But Pisces also don't have boundaries. Like they don't know how to maintain boundaries and to maintain spaces and what questions to ask and what not to. And they might take everything you say to the T and beyond. Like they can imagine 10 other things also that you have not said.
Very anxious people.
Yes. So that is Pisces.
I mean, could be friends with a Pisces if I want to go on a trek or somewhere around the mountains. That would be fun with Pisces. Because if their world is that, then sometimes, but not really close-knitted friends. Work, I'm not in the creative industry. Maybe I can hire them for acting of campaigns, which they will do fair justice to. And dating, no.
Yeah, so for me also dating, no. Friends, I can keep them if I am a traveler, wanderer, but which I am not, so I don't think so. I will have a Pisces in my corner.
Yeah.
But if there are some Pisces, I do gel with them very well.
Yeah.
Like I am happy to have a conversation with Pisces. Work, yes, I would love to have a Pisces because they are very good at imaginations and imagining things, which will always help me. So Pisces, yes to work.
Yeah.
So I think that's
okay. Well,
This
what a
rounds off
wonderful episode of reviewing all the signs. And oh my god, what a creative insight. And you all know who are dateable, who are good friends.
Yeah, now finally you know what kind of people Sakshi wants to date. If you have those traits, please send in your
applications.
But yeah, it was a
I'll review them and get back to you with yes or no.
But it was great conversation and understanding and decoding all the signs and their behaviors. Now, what I want to ask to you is, out of all these signs that we studied and had a conversation about, do you, now knowing the other signs, do you have one sign that you would absolutely love to date or be friends with?
Virgo and Leo. Virgo is new information, so Virgo, but Leo constant.
Yeah.
Leo is constant to date, but Virgo could be a good potential for me because if they take care of everything so much, why not?
Yeah. I think for me again it is Cancer.
And by taking care, I don't mean in a gold digger energy, okay? By taking care, as in taking care of his girl, man.
I feel
Being
for
there.
me, ले बोल ले, नहीं तू पहले बोल ले, बता देना जब हो जाए, बोलूं? For me, I think it has to be Cancer and Aries. Like as I said before, both of them are reliable, both of them are emotionally strong people, which I needed to balance in me. So maybe that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to read some stereotypes. Okay, you just have to say yes or no. This is the last segment of this episode.
Okay.
Do you believe in that?
Yes,
or don't
and this
you?
game only I am playing. She's not doing it in return.
Okay, so last segment we're going to play is stereotype versus truth. So I'm going to tell you a sign or a stereotype, and you tell me if that actually, do you believe in that or you don't believe in that, okay? The first one is, not all Scorpios are toxic.
Not all Scorpios are toxic. False.
You think all of them are toxic?
Could be with the traits. The traits could get toxic.
Okay. I feel, see, toxicity is not always bad. There can be some good toxicities, and Scorpios
But the
do have
word
a-
is toxic.
but they do have a tendency of being extreme. So
So maybe extremely good
maybe
lovers.
extremely toxic and good lover, toxic lovers maybe. So yeah. Misunderstood signs. Capricorn versus Pisces. Which one do you think is most misunderstood?
Capricorn.
Yeah.
Definitely Capricorn.
Maybe because of their external walls.
After our discussion, I might also change some perception about them, but I'll not apply it.
Applications for Capricorns are cancelled.
Yeah, I'll not apply it. Just I'll think about it.
Okay. Then I wanted to ask you, all Cancer need is a reason to cry. is
No.
that true or false?
False.
You don't think Cancers cry?
No,
for
I think those
everything?
are Libras.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Even I don't feel like Cancers are. This is a very big stereotype. Like Cancers, all they do is cry. But I don't think so. All
Yeah,
Cancers do is
no.
cry. They're very happy people also. They're very extremely like adventurous people also. They like to go around. They are emotional and highly sensitive out of the entire lot, but they don't cry always.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And the last one is, all Gemini have to be a liar.
Not true.
Right? I feel that's too strong of a stereotype.
Gemini came out to me as people who are really like also
Reliable,
chill. Yeah,
chill.
reliable. No.
I feel that's a very strong stereotype to give to
Yeah.
somebody. Like, not all Geminis are reliable.
Yeah.
Some can, but
Some
not
can
all.
be, yeah, but like the majority of them are not like that.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, what a fun game.
Yeah.
But I was the only participant.
Yeah. So on this note, we finish our episode of Zodiacs and decoding the behavioral patterns and who we like and
Yes.
who we dislike and who we are okay to date and who we are not okay to date. But see, at the end of the episode, all I want to say is, you can always navigate a person through their behavioral patterns, but you should not judge them for sure. I mean, use Zodiacs to know the person better and to
You know their personality better.
yeah, but don't judge them out front only on the basis of Zodiac. कल से ये मत करना कि वो तुम Cancer हो मैं तुम्हें accept नहीं करती. Have a conversation, find your way, and see
Yeah,
some
because that was not a choice we made, right? We were born and we came with these signs.
Yeah.
So better work with it and
Yeah.
accept it and accept the negatives that we taught you all. You can work on it. We will also work on our negatives.
yes. Okay, so I think that's the end to this episode and the conversation.
And as usual, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are on Spotify, we are on YouTube, and we are really happy with the responses that we are getting.
Yeah.
Obviously, grateful, always. Attitude of gratitude, because this is she is always
right.
nahin, energy. Because this is she is always
Right. Thank you so much. Bye.